What is good, YouTube? We are back with another banger, as y'all can tell. I ain't gonna lie, been going crazy today. I think I made like 7 or 8. I was gonna say it, but nah, I've been using it too much. Loki been at it today, but we got a little not a little different one. It's a body cam video, but it's a little different body cam video. Peep. Cop walks in family home, shoots their dog, then lies about it. Crazy title. It's not like the actual full body cam. It's like a lawyer reacting to it. But I feel like that'd be pretty interesting to like look at from the lawyer's point of view, and how everything would go down. Legal wise. But still 21 minutes, not too long. Probably like a 25-30 minute video. But let me stop yapping. Let's get right into it. Peep.
Sheriff's office, make yourself known!
Door was open, lights were on. I knocked, no response.
A cop walks up to the front door of a family's home.
Hey, anybody home?
Nobody answers the door, so he just lets himself in.
Hey, anybody home?
What the fuck?
Sheriff's office?
Bitch, don't
He
come in my
begins to
crib.
have a look
Bro,
around.
you crazy
About
than
a
a
minute
bitch.
later, shots ring out. He just
So you gonna dry walk inside my crib when I'm not home, and I'm obviously not home, or whatever the case was. The door was open. I don't know why the front door was open, but the door was open for whatever reason. But I'm obviously not answering, and you think you have the right to walk inside my shit, and then go inside my shit and then shoot my dog because he attacked you, because he whatever. Because he does not know who you are, and he's a dog, and he does what a dog does. He doesn't have a brain like a human does. He's not going to see you and be like, oh, well, it's a person I don't know. Let me chill. But at the same time, why are you in my crib? It's a dog. I don't know you. You're in my household. You're in my owner's household. I am supposed to protect this household. German Shepherd. Doesn't even look like a German Shepherd, if I'm being honest. It looks like a Belgian Malinois. I have a Belgian Malinois, too. Niggas don't play. Come in the crib. They're not gonna think, oh, random person. I should be asking and seeing why this nigga's in here. Nah, it's a dog. It's gonna attack your ass. And then you're gonna shoot the dog because you came into the crib without...
shot the family
that's
dog.
crazy.
The husband was at work. The wife was out of town. Their 4 children were
Fat
at
ass
school.
lawsuit. I know
the
it.
only family member who was home was Zelda, the
The
family's
dog.
beloved Belgian Malinois, who was
Man,
being a
fuck
good
this
girl,
nigga.
protecting her home from
Literally.
armed intruders.
See, that dog is
Doing
a
what
big
she's
dog and
supposed
it
to,
came right
nigga.
at me, right around this corner.
Doing what she's
Then the
supposed
cop
to,
walks
nigga.
back outside. Does he call this family to tell them what had just
Doing
happened?
what she's supposed
No,
to,
he
nigga.
calls more cops, and then basically an army of police officers arrives at this home in this.
To plan out a stupid ass lie they finna tell to this poor family and their fucking kids that just lost their family dog that they've had for however long, and it looked like she was pretty old, so damn near probably their whole life, and you just shot her because you came inside my crib and nobody was even in the house. You had no probable cause, you had no nothing to be in that house, no probably warrant, no nothing. And you just walked inside the house because the door was... Why was the door unlocked? That's what I want to know. Why was nobody in the house other than the dog? I get it. Yes, that's a protected dog, whatever. Protective dog, whatever. She's old. I don't... You feel me? I don't care how much dogs I have. I'm going to have a whole bunch of dogs in my shit in the future. I say probably like 4. You feel me? I'm still not going to leave my crib and not lock the door just because I have a feeling that, oh, my dog has got me. My dog's got the house protected. If a motherfucker walk in that bitch with fuck a shotgun, fuck a AR. If a motherfucker walk in there with a pistol, you feel me? My dog's already at a disadvantage. I'm locking the door when I leave the crib. You feel me? I don't care what dog I got. I don't care if I got Tibetan Mastiff, the big ass joint. No, I'm still locking the door before I leave. Why would I? Nah. Anyways, That's what I'm really stuck up on. But bro, why would you come in the crib and then
Quiet
proceed to shoot the
neighborhood,
dog?
and they begin to circle the wagons.
I'm finna
They
make this
then
video a
proceed to
long
go
video.
all
I'm
through
sorry, y'all.
this
This
family's
shit's-
home, garage,
this is
and
pissing me
backyard
off,
for a
bro.
period of about 40 minutes, all without even notifying this family or
Fucking
obtaining their
weirdo,
permission
bro.
to do so. Oh, and also without
Because
a
you
warrant,
came
not a
inside the
warrant
crib,
in
unauthorized.
sight.
You good? Yeah, I'm shaking up because
Let me take your car.
Bro.
Just in your car. You're good.
Surely they made this
Man,
right.
that
with the
nigga not
family,
shaking
right?
up,
They
bro. That
apologized.
fake ass. I'm just shaking up. You can go sit in your car. Okay. Man, get the fuck off.
Compensated them in some
He
way,
don't feel
and
no-
surely they fired this officer and prosecuted
Something,
him for
they should've,
illegally entering
something.
this home and killing this dog.
Something.
Nope, they did not.
Man. Nah, let's get into it. I
been
gotta
sad.
know. I gotta know. How?
There's constant memories of her all through our house.
Tonight, a Wade County deputy is returning to work after shooting and killing a family's
Remind me
dog.
tomorrow.
We
I'll
are
probably
hearing
not
from
be-
the
I'll
dog's
probably-
owner.
Feel
at
me?
this
That's gonna pop up when I'm making a video. Man, remind me tomorrow. Maybe I might not be recording tomorrow because I low-key have been on one the past like 3 or 4 days. So I might take a little chill pill and chill tomorrow. Let my shit update real quick and then react. Nah, I'm just chilling. I don't know. Remind me tomorrow.
sheriff's office concluded their investigation.
Tonight, the family is really
Nah.
disgusted. They are devastated and outraged just to know that deputy will be returning to work here at the Wake County Sheriff's Office.
Welcome back to
crazy.
the Civil Rights Lawyer channel, where we don't just let the government investigate itself and gaslight the public. So here, we started with the ending. The government has investigated itself, and this was the result.
The Wake County Sheriff's Office released this statement in part following a thorough review of the surrounding circumstances, and after notifying the family of this decision, we have determined that the deputy involved will remain employed. The Wake County Sheriff's Office remains committed.
Yeah, lawsuit. I'm getting the biggest bag. I don't care. I'm getting the biggest bag. I do not care. You came in my house when nobody was home. Came inside my crib. And then my dog just doing what a dog's supposed to. And doing what a dog, especially like that. I don't know if y'all know. That's a military dog. That's a police dog. That is a, feel me? It's gonna do what a dog's supposed to do. And then you shot the dog and somehow you're staying employed. First of all, I would have already been going with a lawsuit before. I need you fired and I need a lawsuit. But they're going to keep you employed. I want even more money. Because why are y'all keeping this nigga employed that just walk into my crib? Shot my dog
To moving
when
forward
nobody was home.
responsibly and in service to our community. And Zelda's family says they only wanted to see justice served.
I would love to know that there were consequences that he would have faced.
The family here
Something
obviously
like-
found this to be unacceptable, and they have provided me with all of the evidence in this case, and I'll show it to you, and you can form your own opinion. So let's go through it. This is Deputy Darris with the Wake County
Darris a
Sheriff's
dumbass.
Office. On
Darris a
April 8th
dumbass.
of 2025 at about 10:30 a.m., Deputy Darris arrived at the doorstep of the Briggs family in order to serve some civil
Walking all up
process.
in their
That
yard
just
and
means
shit.
that it's some sort of paperwork pursuant to a civil proceeding in court. It's not criminal. It's not a warrant. It's nothing at all that entitles
there's nothing
Deputy
at all
Darris
that
to
gave him-
enter the Briggs
nothing
home.
at all to
Just
give him
like
anything
anyone
to
else,
go in
just
the
like
house.
a Girl Scout. He's
Man,
walking up to the
nah,
home
lawsuit.
and he's knocking on the door. That's how it starts.
Hey, anybody home?
Nothing.
Hello? Sheriff's Office, anybody home?
Nothing.
Now I have his police report, and this is what he
Nothing.
writes. Upon approaching the home's
Like
front
what?
door, I could see the inner wood door was open. It was open at approximately 30 to 45 degrees, and the interior of the home was very clearly visible. I pulled back on the storm door and called out for anyone inside the residence, requesting if anyone was home to make themselves known and identifying myself as a sheriff's deputy. I heard no response during this time. So nobody had called for help at this
Bullshit.
house. There was no call for service. Deputy Darris had just decided
Like-
that he was going to go to the front door of that house that day to try to serve this paperwork that he was being paid to serve by some party to some sort of civil
For
litigation.
whatever
he was
reason,
not supposed
like,
to go inside that house. But
at
when
all.
he gets there, he says that the interior wood door was open. We can see that the exterior storm door was closed, but we can't directly see the interior door. However, I do have the footage of the father in this family, Paul, leaving the house earlier that morning. And while we cannot see the door close, it sure sounds like that interior door is closing. So going back to Deputy Darris, he's standing there at the front door. He opens the storm door, and not hearing any response at all at that point, what does Deputy Darris do? He pulls out his pistol. At that point, the family cat makes a run for it and darts inside the house. He then radios dispatch that the home he's at has an open front door, but he doesn't need any backup from any other officers. No big deal, right?
Wait, 564.
No threat,
open
but you
door
got
at
your
my
gun
call.
out, and you're finna go
No
in that
need
bitch and
for
shoot
any
it out.
additional at this time, I'll advise.
Then
No
he
threat,
once
but you
again
got your gun out,
announces
you're
who
finna
he
walk in
is.
that
He
bitch
hears
and
no
shoot their
response.
Hey,
All
anybody
right.
home?
So what does he do? He goes inside the house.
Man.
Sheriff's office?
You can hear the dog. Bro, you can literally hear the dog.
From the instant he walks in the door, you can hear the dog barking.
Literally.
Right? You hear that.
Sheriff's office?
Man, get the fuck on somewhere. Nah, they
But
need to
that deputy would later
sue this
tell
nigga.
his supervisor at the scene, which was also captured on this home's cameras,
He hear
that when
shit.
he entered the house, he did not hear the dog barking.
Did you hear the dog?
we can hear-
when you went, came in? Hear it?
I did not.
Didn't bark?
If we can hear it on the cam, how can he not hear it in real time?
Now when I
Think about that shit. If we can hear it through a camera, how can he not hear it in real time? Door wide open, mind you. But we can hear it on the camera, but he, not at all, not at all. They need to sue the fuck out his ass. No,
That's
no,
what
no,
made
no,
you
no, no.
notice him was he did.
They
run
need to
hard.
sue his
So I started
ass,
to back
bro.
out, and that's when
Crazy.
he came out.
He just came at you.
However, we know that that is false based on this video evidence.
Sheriff's office?
Again, if we can hear it on the camera, you know damn well we can hear it on the.
And actually,
bro.
we hear the dog barking pretty much the entire time that the deputy can be heard walking through the house, searching the house. The whole time we hear the dog barking until all of a sudden shots ring out.
Sheriff's office, anybody home?
Did you hear the dog at all when you went, came in? Did you hear it?
I did not. It
Didn't
was
bark?
completely quiet. No barking.
Loud as hell. We can hear it on the camera, mind you. He's inside the house. We can hear it on the outside camera, but he's inside the house. Obviously, the dog is somewhere close to him because it attacked him. Did whatever. But he couldn't hear the dog. Man. Bullshit. Bullshit. And they kept this nigga employed, mind you. They let him keep his job, mind you. Crazy.
Then after the shots are fired, and this is pretty bizarre, there's just basically silence. For somewhat of an
Walked in
extended
some
period
random
of
ass
time,
person's house and
nothing.
shot their dog.
It's just silence and silence and silence, and then out of nowhere, the deputy announces for some reason sheriff's department after he's already fired multiple rounds inside this home.
Into the dog.
Sheriff's office, anybody home?
And thankfully, nobody was home, but he was not done yet. So at this point, he goes outside.
Whole time he still has the paper in this nigga's hand. How much of a threat was the dog that you still... How much of a threat was the dog that you still have the paper that you were supposed to go inside the house in and drop off the paper, which you weren't even supposed to go inside the house. But if you already fucking made your way in there, hey, drop it off, why don't you? Somehow you still have the paper, yet the dog was such a threat that you could pull out your gun with one hand. Man, hell no. They need to sue this nigga, bro.
Damn.
He walked all the way inside the house. He still ain't
He
dropped off the
holsters his
papers
gun,
that
but
he was
not for long.
originally
He
there
walks
for.
around into the backyard
Hell
and
no.
basically searches the backyard and then the garage again at gunpoint. Thankfully, there were no more dogs for him to shoot. He then
Literally.
reappears back out the front door of the home, announcing to dispatch that all is clear, that the house is secure, and in the distance we can hear the sirens and the cavalry is on the way because they hear that there's this shooting inside this house. So everyone is showing up.
Wait, 564. Looks like the home is secure. Lights are on.
As a bunch of other police officers arrive at the scene, Deputy Darris then walks them back up to the front door of the house, and he's telling them what had happened. And then, as you'll see, all of these officers, along with the same one who just shot the dog, they all then go into this family's home.
You see that dog?
No way he's
Big
gonna
dog
lie
that
about
came right at
shooting
me,
the dog,
around
right?
this corner.
Nah, no way. No way.
Sheriff's office.
You've been saying sheriff's office for the past 2 hours, my nigga. Ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody in there. You've been sheriff's office past 2 hours. Ain't nobody been done nothing. Ain't nobody made a sound in that house other than the dog and the cat. I'm surprised he ain't shoot the cat. You feel me? I'm surprised he ain't shoot the cat, for God's sake. Nice house. Nice house.
Sheriff's office, make yourself known!
My type of shit. Oh, okay. Nice. Spacious.
I think it's clear.
Nah, he dead wrong. I ain't gonna lie. He need to go to hell.
There's a couple of cats.
It was such a threat, but he could hold a paper. Man, hell no.
Why'd you come in?
Random bed.
Door was open, lights were on. I knocked, no response. And the door wasn't just like propped, it was open. Like probably about 45, maybe a little bit less. Right there. It's dead.
By the way, I just want to point out as they walk through the laundry room of this house, just to illustrate the absurdity of the claim that these officers thought that this home had been burglarized. Apparently, the burglar who had burglarized this house had decided to do this family's laundry while he was in there, despite the vicious dog. That's right, you can actually hear the laundry machines going. So basically, the inside of this house looks like any home in suburbia with kids and at least one parent who actually does laundry.
So you're telling me this nigga dry? So you're telling me this nigga lied about it? Then said it was a robber? And this motherfucker dry put a load in the washroom? To like try to like get his lie to like go through? Fuck no, nigga, you're stupid. Robber went inside the washroom, said fuck the dog, hey, I still need to wash my clothes, nigga. fuck this dog that's so aggressive and, you know, such a threat, right? That I had to shoot it. But the robber didn't shoot it, this so-called robber, right? He went in that motherfucker and washed some clothes, and you couldn't go in that bitch, the sheriff, and get the dog to calm down. Man, this motherfucker, bro. This motherfucker, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then the cops have this sort of group meeting on the front porch, and you can see in their eyes
They're all
and
up
in
in
their
the,
voices,
they're all up
they
in that
all
nigga's
know
crib, and they have
that
no
this was
warrant. They
not
have no
a good
nothing.
shoot, that this guy should not have been in the house to have a confrontation with this dog.
They have no
And so you
warrant.
can
They
almost
have no
see
nothing.
them
They're all up in that
formulating
house.
a plan to cover
Mind
their
you,
own asses,
for a dog,
literally
he shot
right there on the spot.
because
For
he was
instance,
supposed to be in
one
the
of
house.
the cops says, yeah, the inside of the house does look kind of disheveled. I mean, go back and look at the footage of them walking through the house on their own body cams. For a house with 4 kids, that house is not disheveled. And even if
Yeah,
it
it's
were
not.
disheveled,
I was gonna say.
looks
I was gonna say
absolutely
when they were
nothing-
walking through, it looks dirty, but let's be real. For a regular house, bro.
like the scene
Not that-
of
and they said
a
4
home
kids, I
invasion
said,
that
oh,
is
shit, my
actively
bad.
occurring so that the cops
That's
have to
not
race
crazy.
in guns drawn. Absolutely laughable, and they know it.
Yeah, I don't think he broke skin, but he got me a little bit there. You're gonna breathe.
So he did buy them or attack them.
Yeah, I was like,
Man, you deserved it. Fuck that. I don't fuck. You in my house, bitch. I don't fuck you.
quick though.
You in my shit.
That's why I was like, in hindsight,
You
I
in
don't
my
know if
shit.
it was a break. I haven't even been able to
Man.
look.
The house
really.
was
just kind of shut. That's how it was. The doors open. That was me, but some of them were open when I got here.
Nobody's
lights
home though?
were on.
We cleared it now.
I haven't touched the lights.
You checked that back shed yet?
Yeah, we're gonna go take a look real quick, but just this one.
So now they all go into the backyard to search the backyard and to search the garage at gunpoint. And what has not happened here? Who is not there on the porch? Who are they not communicating with? The homeowners of the house. The
Literally.
deputy who was the shooter obviously knew who lived at the house. He was there to serve them with paperwork. The husband is at work. The wife's not there. The kids are at school. Why aren't they communicating with them before they go into that house? Before they go into the backyard?
All up
before
in
they
that,
go
bro.
into the
All
garage?
up in their, all up
Pointing
in
their
their shit.
guns at whatever is there. Okay, well maybe this is a crime scene. Okay, what was the crime and who committed it? Oh, but they're not done yet. After they get
Literally.
done milling around in the backyard of this home with their firearms, even more cops now head into this family's home
All
with
up in
them
their
completely
shit.
absent, no communication,
All
just
up
traipsing
in
around
their
the place like
shit.
they own it, searching the home.
That's about 10 officers.
And then after they
all
are
up in
inside
your
this
house when
family's
they wasn't
home
even
for
supposed to
about
be in there in
10
the
minutes
first
doing God
place.
knows what.
They were supposed to
while
be
at
there and
least
drop
some of
off a
them have
paper and
body cams
leave.
turned off from what I can tell.
Ain't
I
not
haven't
one
seen any
singular
body cam
officer
footage
was
of
supposed to
what
be in
they
that
were
bitch.
doing
Now you got
inside
20.
that home
Now you
during
got
this
20 in your
approximate
shit. You
10-minute
wasn't even supposed to
period.
have one.
Then a guy who appears to be a
Ain't
supervisor
some
shows
shit.
up. This was caught on surveillance cam, not body cam. The supervisor
wasn't
shows
even
up and he
supposed to
asks
be-
the shooter what
wasn't even
happened.
supposed to have
And now
one
yet
officer.
again,
You ended
the
up having
shooter
20.
gives his explanation for what happened, and as I already showed you before, includes at least one lie about allegedly not hearing the dog bark, when we know that he did.
Alright, so tell me what happened, buddy.
I got you. So I came up for a civil process, initially knocked on the door. It was already propped a bit, the inner door. And out
This
the door
front
was-
door or side door?
Yeah,
front door.
yep.
Okay.
And when I called out, nobody answered. Called out again, nobody answered. So I jumped on the radio, let them know I had an open door at my call, and there was some cats in there. So as soon as I came in, I shut the door behind me, the glass one, not the
main door.
Not the main door. Called out. As I kept going through the house, I saw lights. None of the lights have been touched. They've all been either left on and how they were when I got here. There were some doors that were already open, some of them were not. So initially I'm thinking stuff was kind of in weird areas. Uncapped, it kind of made me think a break-in. When I was coming through this laundry room, I got to here, and the dog was just on the other side of the island, and I started to back out. He came right at me. I put my leg out like this. That's when he bit me, and I had to, unfortunately, shoot it.
Okay. Not many rounds shot?
As many as it was to stop the threat.
Okay.
But after I confirmed that, I immediately jumped on the radio, let them know, and then called for
No, he didn't.
EMS.
No, he
I didn't
didn't.
check it at that time, so I didn't know how bad it was. Continued to clear the
Nigga
house.
walked around the
Once
whole
I cleared
backyard
out
and all
here,
this other shit,
I was
and
listening
then he
to the radio
called.
heading back. I spoke to a woman who I guess lives in the area over here. I didn't get her contact info. I asked if
Just
she
talking
knew
to
the
people,
owners were, if
bullshitting.
they were nearby.
Just bullshitting.
And she said she did not know how long they'd been gone, who they were. She lives over there. So as soon as I set the paper down, I came back over here to clear this shed. After I cleared that shed, I came back out, and then I came to the front and waited for everybody else to show up.
Alright. So you were inside the house by the laundry? Okay. Alright.
In that short hall.
Okay. And did you hear the dog at all when you came in? Did you hear it?
I did not.
It didn't
was
bark?
completely quiet.
Oh,
No
okay.
barking.
Okay.
But
Now,
again,
when I
we can
got
hear it
to
on the camera.
hallway, that's what made me
Man,
notice him.
I don't hear none of that shit, bro. Lock his ass up.
Back out, and that's when he came out.
And he just came at you.
The law here is pretty simple. Without valid consent or exigent circumstances, a police officer may not cross the threshold of a residence without a warrant. Here, the officer was at the front door to serve civil service paperwork that did not authorize him to enter the home. He had no warrant to enter the home. He did not have
And then go
consent
on about
as
his
nobody
day,
answered the
bruh.
door. And as far as he knew, nobody was home. The only possible justification for his entry is the existence of exigent circumstances. And that would be a belief that there is some emergency occurring inside. And here, the story that they came up with is that the officer believed that there had been a home invasion or a home invasion in progress. And pretty much the only evidence they're putting forward for this is the allegation that the door was at least slightly open. Not the actual outside door, but the door within that. The video evidence unfortunately doesn't show us conclusively whether or not that is true. Now, had the officer who was the shooter been wearing a body cam, we would know for a fact whether or not that was accurate. But for some reason, he was not wearing a body cam. So that evidence does not exist. Other than the allegation that the door was slightly open, I don't see any other evidence that would cause a reasonable belief that there is some emergency occurring inside the house. It can't be the case that anytime we have our storm door closed on our homes and the inside door open or slightly open, that the government can just walk on in to our house, firearms drawn, and do whatever they want, including shoot our dog. Absolutely not. There would have to be additional facts, such as a call for service. Somebody had reported something. The sound of screaming, somebody calling for help, something like that. None of that exists here. The alleged justification doesn't even pass the laugh test. It's completely absurd. And the more absurd thing is that, okay,
quiet, no
even
cars
after
parked
that
in
happened,
front,
did they do the right thing? No. Did they notify the homeowners and get consent to remain on the property, to go inside the house, to search it, to do whatever they were doing? No, they didn't do that. Instead, for 40 plus minutes, they excluded the homeowners and they treated this property as if it were their own. They completely spat on the Fourth Amendment rights, on the property rights of these homeowners. They illegally searched this house and entered this house multiple times with no justification. With 40 plus minutes, they had plenty of time, even if they didn't want to contact the homeowners for some reason, to get a warrant to enter. They did not do so. They completely disregarded constitutional rights here. And they didn't release their internal investigation, but they did release the results, which were that they allowed this deputy to come back to work. This is just despicable. But I'm just showing you the evidence here. You can form your own conclusion. And please let me know in a comment what that conclusion is. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. And you can follow along by subscribing.
That's crazy, bro. Killed a random ass dog. Mind you, walked into a random ass house that he wasn't supposed to be in. Killed their family dog. Doesn't get fired. Keeps his job. Bro, I'm suing him. Bro, no, fuck that. You're not just gonna walk into my house, shoot my dog, and then have 20 other officers in my house too, and bullshit for 2 hours on top of that. And just nothing happened. He just keeps his job. Nothing at all. Hell no. With that being said, it is the end of the video. Nice little 30-minute, nice little longer one for y'all. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for all the support y'all been showing on the road to 500. Don't got too much else to say about that. Rest in peace to the dog, man. Shit's fucked up, man. Literally, it was an old dog. That sucks, bro. Cause it's like, wasn't even supposed to go out like that. I ain't gonna lie about it. That's, bro. They need to sue. I need somebody. Hey, let me know down in the comment section. They suing this nigga. They do anything with this? They need to do something. Let me know in the comment section, bro. I'm full with y'all. When I full with y'all. Peace.